Hello, stranger. Welcome back. Oh, you know what? We're actually on the last episode of our season one, and I'm so happy. I promise you a better season two in terms of audio and in terms of the topic because we're gonna have a lot of different guests and we're gonna discuss topics in a little bit more detailed. And that's when we actually start to demystify things. So far, we have touched a lot of things in our conversations. We did talk a little bit about lust, asking ourselves whether sex is important in a relationship and if having fantasies is okay, whether sexual or romantic. We also did talk about attraction, particularly physical attraction. Does it really start with that? And we also talked about your attachment, getting attached, such as your open relationships. Why isn't anyone liking me? Or we talk about the level of prudence and is it all about me all the time when it's going to leading to a breakup. And we also talk about things like jealousy, overthinking, and whether it's okay or not to block someone. We did talk about a lot of things. I don't know if we already have demystified anything, but I'm sure that this last episode would demystify a lot. My name is Lee, and these are Decapitated Thoughts. You know what, stranger? I've been called a lot of things, and some of them would have included being heartless, cold, and emotionless, or I lack feelings. The best compliment that I've gotten is I feel like a robot. Because, it's a compliment because I'm pretty good at it. It's a narrative that I made my nephew believe. It's actually a Pinocchio story that I am a robot girl minus the feelings and whatnot. And to become a real girl, he has to give me a million kisses and hugs. But that's just really to make him hug me and kiss me every morning. And that's when I become an actual girl. So that to me is a compliment. But that is really far from the truth. Just like you, when you cut me, I bleed. I am filled with a lot of emotions. I cry when I watch sad movies. Actually, I'd be the first one to cry. When I see a friend crying, whether I know what they're crying about or not, I'd probably cry too. And I feel so much at certain times. I feel so much. I have so many feelings. For the last year, I've been overwhelmed by good and bad feelings. And now that it has been cut off, I've been trying to move forward from it because it all feels like I've been addicted to something. And now that it has been taken away from me, I am a mess. And it has been challenging to actually move forward. I think what a lot of people miss, and I think the best description about me is not being emotionless or heartless. It's more of, I don't know how to process my feelings and emotions. It could be that I'm already falling in love or I already love you, but I'm not going to say it because I'm going to doubt it, because I'm going to ask myself 10,000 times whether it's something real or logical before I say that I'm in love. And sometimes, when guys would tell me that they love me because they already said it, I'm just going to say it whether I feel it or not because I just feel that I have to. So I kind of lose the meaning of I love you right there. It's either I say it right away or I don't say it at all. I think we've pretty much established in the previous episodes that I don't have a middle ground. So are you also something like that? See, the reason why I'm sharing that with you is because I know why people would actually think like that, whether they had been in a relationship with me or not, or whether we're just friends. Because when the topic of love comes up, I usually tell them that love happens in the brain. But hear me, even if I already know a lot about these things, it doesn't spare me from being hurt when, I have to go through fights, or we have to go through breakups, or, just really ending the connection. In this episode, I would really sound heartless, so I'm not really gonna go into science, but let me start by saying that technically, scientifically, biologically, your heart's function is to pump out blood in your body. It has been associated with love, sure. According to a HuffPost article that I've read, it could have been in the Middle Ages when it started that the heart gets associated with love because Christians would normally use the heart or that shape as a symbol or as a representation of the love that Jesus had shown for them. In the 1600s, when England thought, you know what, it's nice to have a Valentine's Day, it was almost organic that they would have, or natural that they would choose the heart as the symbol of love, since it has been attached to love. And years later, Hallmark did capitalize on on Valentine's Day. I'm really sorry, but yeah, it was one of the best marketing strategies out there. And for years and up until now, we still buy cards every Valentine's Day. Yeah. So, and technically, I don't really know why Valentine's Day became associated with romantic love. I did not read up on that. It was supposed to be a celebration of Saint Valentine's life. I know that he loves a lot of people, but it's not romantic love that he had shown. Even with color representation, normally red is for passion and pink is for love. We don't even use it the right way. You can go Google the color of love. It's pink, and red is for passion. But we came to we just came to understand. We just I'm at a loss for a word, but yeah, we just started to accept. That's the word that I'm looking for. We just started to accept what we have already known. So, with that being said, according to Dr. Helen Fisher, and I think we already talked about her in the jealousy episode, love can be categorized into three things. We mentioned that in the introduction. So we have your lust, attraction, and attachment. So maybe we have demystified a little bit of all of these relationships. Lust would have two chemicals. That would be your testosterone and estrogen. Attraction would have three: dopamine, norepinephrine, serotonin, and attachment, it would involve oxytocin and vasopressin. I don't really want to go into the scientific detail, but for us to better understand, really, even attraction, it starts with, or even in attraction, it's already scientific. So we said that it has something to do with us being part of the animal kingdom. But when you start releasing your pheromones, it's already a chemical, right? And it could incite either lust or attraction or both. So in lust, to get your libido and whatnot, there's the play of your testosterone and estrogen, which normally would be associated with the genders, but based from what I understand, all of us would have the two chemicals inside our body. It's just that for women, estrogen would be more, and for men, testosterone would be more. And then there's your whole attraction scene, which would include your feel-good chemical, which is dopamine. And with the release of dopamine, it kind of suppresses your serotonin. So you would be in a better mood when you're high on dopamine and low on serotonin, right? And you also have a third chemical in play right there, which is the norepinephrine. So these chemicals, they would make us excited, they would make us giddy, and in Tagalog, it would make you feel kilig. I don't know if it has an English word, but it's one of those nicer words in our language that would exactly describe how you feel when you see your crush pass by or when you hold hands for the first time. It's kilig. So these are the chemicals that would be excited and would play in your brain and would give you all these wonderful feelings. And in the long term, when you're already attached, you would get the cuddle chemical, which is oxytocin. It's the same thing that gets released in your brain when somebody hugs you. That's why hugging is a really good way to actually feel good when somebody hugs you. And then there's another one, which is vasopressin. So all of these are really chemicals in your brain. And so I would say that love happens in your brain. And I would sound even more heartless. I would say love is chemicals at play. I know. Now I start to get why people would call me heartless, emotionless, and have no feelings. And it doesn't mean that I know about all of these things, that I don't fall in love. I actually do. And just like you, I love the feeling of that. Why? It's because I get dopamine and oxytocin and it can make me high. Love is similar to addiction because it makes you feel good, it makes you feel better, and all of that. And when it's taken away from you, it's withdrawal, just like in any addiction that you have. And even if I already understand how this all play and how this all works, since I am filled with feelings and emotions, just like you, it would still be hard to process and harder to process for people like me because we just don't really know how to process it. It's not something that we can put on an Excel file and do big data science for it and tell ourselves, but actually every day I tell myself that it's just chemicals at play and emotions will change, feelings will change. I'm not going to be here forever. In this feeling. So, yeah. It's just sad to be hearing myself like this. I never really realized how bad it actually sounds. But that's the truth. And if I had to look at love in a romantic way, I would just say that love is a conscious decision that you and your partner are making every single day. That passage from the Bible, love is patience, love is kind. Actually, I've only been learning about how true that is this past year. And it's weird because I'm looking at it not just only from a romantic standpoint, but in a lot of different plays, because people would have shown you different types of love now that we are all in this situation together. And it's actually beautiful. um yeah. And I guess recently I've been given the chance to actually feel what love is. But I would still say that it doesn't happen in your heart. It happens in your brain. you know? I keep on pausing because I can't believe how bad I sound, how heartless I sound. So they must be true. But what I also know is love isn't a game. It's not who confesses first. And we have all of these romantic ideas about love, about big gestures that the other person should do. That isn't love. And that's not, it should not be definitive of the love that you feel. I had a very good conversation last night with a friend, and he had been pointing out that maybe I should be a little bit jealous. I still would say that jealousy isn't a measure of how much I care or love the other person, and it should be the same for everyone. A little bit jealousy does not mean that I care. I care when I ask you, how's your day? That's when I care. If I ask you, how's your day? And you honestly tell me how's your day, and we would be in a bubble wherein I would get to hold your hand, or if you're not right in front of me, say, how do I make it better for you? That's when I care. Not when you tell me you're going out and I have to ask you if there are girls in the crowd. No. Love is all about caring. I think it was in one seminar or retreat that I learned that often we fail to ask people around us how are they. It's pretty normal for us to ask people we haven't seen for a long time how they are doing. But the people around us, we normally neglect asking them that, when we should be asking them that, because that question already tells you that a person cares. I care enough to want to know how your day went. So it's either you tell me how your day went and I'll remind you of the good things if it went bad, or you can tell me about the 3 things that happened good today that you're thankful for and that you're happy about. I think that's real care right there. So I'm actually happy when people would give an effort or make an effort in asking me how am I doing. I think it's very caring, and I think it makes people more human that way. Lately I've been back to writing letters in Slowly. I don't know if you've known that app. It's not a dating app, but I just like it because it takes 1 day before you receive the letter, and it's not instant gratification as in the things that we already know. And there was one person there who thought that the questions I asked were creative and wonderful. Honestly, if I would want to get to know you, I'm not gonna ask about how much you make, what kind of job you have. I would ask you, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite time of the day? What's your favorite movie? Your favorite song maybe? Because in that way, I get to know you better and I get to understand who you are because I want to care for you. And to me, that can already be a starting point of love, of feeling special, when all of these chemicals are at play and not just estrogen, testosterone kind of play. Yeah. I think we have demystified love so bad in this episode. I'm just not really into the romantic side of things because when you do it romantically, you tend to lose sight of what's important, the relationship and the other person. Your head will be filled with expectations that wouldn't happen. It would be filled with expectation of big gestures, of big romantic things. And your relationship is not about that. Love isn't about that. It's good if the language of love is gifts. But what if that's not the language of love of the other person? What if it's time? What if it's spending time with that person? No, I know that my language of love is gift because that's how I normally show that I care. I would think of the most creative ways to show you how I care. So to my closest friends, they probably would have seen that at play. Not just in romantic relationships, but in a lot of different ways. It's your birthday, let me make a video for you. Or it's Christmas, let me go sketch you or make you a crochet of something. If I spend time doing something for you, I must really care for you. Must really like you more so in romantic love. Yeah. I think we demystified it so bad that I don't even want to go into the scientific details about it. Now that you know how love is, that it's chemicals in your brain, I guess you would get to appreciate it better now that it doesn't have to be big and different and unique all the time. It could be those little moments that can make you happy, that can make you kilig. It could be the simple holding of hands that can release a ton of oxytocin in your brain. It's weird, right? It's really, really weird. This is the first time that I'm talking about it, and I'm actually thinking how I sound talking about it. Normally, when I get to talk to people about it, I would defend the chemical part with a lot of gusto. But now, I kind of understand why a lot of people would say that I am robotic and that I am heartless, emotionless, and cold. It's weird. Normally, when people would find out about this, or normally when I tell people this, girls would just really tell me that I should get more of life and I should look at it at a different way. Guys would try to push me into believing more of the romantic stuff because I guess it's easier to woo a girl who's more into that. I think it doesn't really sit well with a lot of guys because as a woman, you kind of project yourself as somebody who's strong, and I don't think a lot of guys are really ready for that. So, stranger, what do you think of that? Do you think that love really happens in the brain? Do you think that we have demystified a part of romantic relationships today? I guess what I just really want to say is you have to understand these things to be able to understand the bigger picture, or to be able to mature or level up into something better. You have to understand the very basic and the fundamental of things. You have to start somewhere. And again, it's not a guarantee that you know about all of these things, that falling in love, being in love, and being out of love would be any easier. I know that I enjoy the feeling, but when the feeling gets too overwhelming, I would still overthink. And yeah, maybe instead of asking me to be jealous, now that you know that I'm an overthinker, maybe you can just base the way that I care for you with that. Yes, it's a segue. I don't know much about love as you do. I know as much as this, but there are still things that there's still a part of love that I don't know, and what's in there I still don't know. So I don't know what I don't know. This is just one of the parts where I know what I know, and I know what I don't know still. It's a very big topic, and we want to learn more about it. So in season 2, we're gonna see it in different eyes. We're gonna take a look at it in different perspectives. And again, if you're a guy, I don't know if I already said this, but if you're a guy and you're willing to share your time and expertise with us, please do, because I have a lot of questions for you, and you have to be very honest when we do your interview. Thank you so much, stranger, for sticking around, and we made it through one season. We'll be back in July. I'm gonna take my sweet time to produce better content and to produce better sounding audio for all of you. Thank you so much, and I'm super happy that we're closing season 1, and it was really a conclusion of everything that we talked about and how we have demystified one part of your relationship. I guess it is the biggest part of a relationship, which is love. Always remember that in a relationship, there's you, there's the other person, and there's your relationship. In between, there's love, however you put it, however you make up of it, whether in your brain or in your heart. Always know that it is a conscious decision that you have to make every single day, to love that person, to care for that person, and to understand that person. And when it's no longer working, be honest enough to tell the other person when it is starting, and when you're right there in that relationship, cut off your expectations, because your expectations that you got from the television, those big romantic fantasies, are not gonna happen. Because I will quote from Mamiya Amuro, life is not a love story, it isn't a fairy tale, but we do write our own stories, and so write the one that will last for you. And I honestly, even if I do sound like I'm not a romantic person, I love hearing about your love stories, real love stories. I don't watch romantic sappy movies, but I love listening to friends when they tell me about their love story. Because even if romantic love did not come true for me, it's coming true for other people. And that's already a wonderful thing to know and hear about. And it is enough to make me believe that somewhere out there, and this is the most romantic sounding that I would ever get, somewhere out there, he's waiting. He's also thinking about the same thing. And we're probably, both of us, we're getting impatient on when we will be both arriving Maybe we've already met. Maybe we just haven't realized. Maybe it wasn't the right time. Or on the flip side, maybe we haven't really met. I'm not expecting that it would be a big movie scene when we do. It could be the funniest memory that I would ever have, because that's how you set your expectations. All right, I'll see you in July. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna be doing this for a month or so, and I hope that you'll miss me too, because absence makes the heart grow fonder. Grows fonder. Yeah, I have to self-correct with that. But then anyway, thank you so much, stranger. I'll see you. Until then, stay safe and see you in July. My name is Lee, and these are Decapitated Thoughts.